Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network this Monday night. The JSRL 360 Sprint Car Series back in action at Irwindale this Monday night. The drivers will be set to go qualifying momentarily here. They're just finishing up some warm-up laps on the track, taking on the half-mile controversial track that's looking like it's going to have a 2017 season out there. While we are waiting for them to take to the track to go qualifying, let's take a look at the information on this half-mile track. 78 degrees is in the air, 55% humidity, partly cloudy, and 104 degrees down there on the pavement. Got to wonder who is going to come out on top with the qualifying times, as Joseph Palmore been one of the stronger drivers we've seen out there. Just remember, folks, tonight, the series is sponsored by Spike Chassis. Spike Chassis manufactures championship-winning open-wheel midget and non-wing and wing sprint cars. They also offer a large inventory of open-wheel parts, race car setup, fabrication, and machine shop services for all your winning needs. Check them out on the web, spikechassis.com. We are just waiting on the advancement here of the session to move over into qualification. And we'll be able to let you know where your drivers are going to be at. Just a note coming into tonight, here into week number 6 of the 360 Sprint Car Series. Atop of the points, by no surprise, is the 72 of Ray Farlow, known as the Sophia Satellite. Currently has a 35-point lead over Joseph Palmore. And if there was a night of redemption, Irwindale Speedway is going to be the night for J.P. Palmore, also known as the Buckeye Bullet. We'll see if he can claim victory here tonight in the 40-lap feature coming up. If you tuned in last week, it was a great race all the way down to the end. A very, very tough night there for Bruce Speidel, who was looking really solid at Lucas Oil. Unfortunately, spun out of turn 4 with a couple to go and cost himself the race there in a battle, in a hard-fought bout with Ray Farlow. Farlow went on to take the victory there, making it his 4th in a row. The only other driver to win out of the first 5 weeks is Joseph Palmore, and surprise, surprise, at this track. So, interesting shakeup tonight. We'll see if Farlow has figured out Irwindale to be able to make that inside pass he's been looking for. If he's not able to do it, we know that J.P. Palmore has the momentum to be able to win out at this track. So it's an interesting thing to see. A few other drivers out there that love this track. We've seen Bruce Speidel, Bruce Jones look really solid here. Jim Vig, Ron Quinzel, a few of the other drivers. But how about the ladies in the series? Cheryl Hill has been one to watch, looking really solid. She's been a top 5 racer. However you're getting us out here this Monday night, I do thank you for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. If you'd like to know more about J-Skins and their sim racing league, you can find them on the web at league.jskins.com. If you'd like to know more about us, you can find us on the web at forgebroadcasting.com. And it looks like the hot laps have come to a close. The drivers will then make their way out to the track for their qualifying sessions here this Monday night. And again, we are in week number 6 of the 13-week season here for the 360 Sprint Car Series. If I haven't said it before, I'll say it again, folks. I'm Dustin Caldwell, and I'll be bringing you the action as it unfolds this Monday night. Out here on Irwindale, we got some legends we're going to bring out on the track later on. While we are in between heat races and a trophy dash, some excellent style racing. Those Legends cars definitely make it interesting as well as they battle. I believe tonight they might be on their own track, possibly the inner track, so we'll have to see how they decide to play that out. So the cars down on pit road are ready to go qualifying. See a few of them there from the cameras. Looks like they're about to send out the first qualifier on the night. And the first qualifier takes to the track the number 72 of Ray Farlow. And for those of you who have not seen this guy in action, he's the current series points leader known as the Sophia Satellite. From Sophia, North Carolina, Farlow Motorsports, Guest Performance Parts, Hoosier Tires, Speedway Toyota, and a Beast chassis on that car. Farlow's first time around, 16.246. Let's see what he's got for the second lap. As he works his way out of turn 4 in the front stretch, looking a little bit loose. Farlow's second time, a 2.68, so the 2.46 will be the fast time to beat out here on the track. And looking at the next driver to take to the track, the number 69 of Jason Steinhurst, known as the Hippies from Toledo, Ohio, JJ Fugu. Other World Games and jskins.com, the sponsors on that car. Steinhurst into his first lap here at Irwindale, second qualifier on the night. Midpoint of the turns, these guys are going to favor with the warmer temperatures. As Steinhurst crosses the start-finish line, looks like he's in cruise mode. It's a 16.706 for his first time. And again, the 16.246 of Farlow's time, still the time to beat. Let's see if he gets any quicker as he comes out of turn 4 in the front stretch. Steinhurst crosses it. It's going to be 16.670. So it'll be faster than his first time, but not fast enough to get the fast time. Out on the track was the powerhouse from last week, week number 5 at Lucas Oil Raceway. He was a dominant in the heats. He looked really solid. Brad Speidel on the track now. The number 16 machine making his way around in his first attempt here at Irwindale, known as the Webmaster. He's from Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Allebach Racing, the sponsor on that orange machine, as he crosses the start-finish line. Speidel's first time is a 16.592, so he will be in second quick. Currently edging out that 6.70 time set by the 69 of Steinhurst. Let's see what Speidel's got. He's looked like he had a push there in turn 3 and 4. Second time around is going to be a 6.03, so the 5.92 will hold in second position right there in front of the 69 of Steinhurst, who had the 6.70. Still the 16.246, the fast time to beat from the Sophia Satellite. Let's see what Jim Vick's got as he takes to the track. Fourth qualifier tonight. Jim Vick, the number 17 machine, known as the captain from, I always struggle with this New Jersey native. I want to say Piscataway, New Jersey. Funhouse Racing, Advanced Auto Parts, TK Racing Engines, and a spike chassis on that machine. Here he comes for his first attempt at Irwindale. Let's see what the captain's got. It's a 16.797. Currently fourth quick. He's got to crack a 6.70 if he wants to beat the 69 of Steinhurst. Here comes the captain off turn 4 in the front stretch, crossing that start-finish line. And he does it. Not only does he crack the 6.70, but he cracks the 5.92 with a 16.512. He's going to be second quick, so Jim, the Captain Vig, second quick out there on the track with that Advanced Auto Parts machine. Next up, this is another powerhouse in the 360 Sprint Car Series. Taken to the track in his first attempt here at Irwindale, the number 25 of Joseph J.P. Palmore, known as the Buckeye Bullet. This is the guy to watch out for here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, from Columbus, Ohio, Farlow Motorsports. DeWalt Tools, Budweiser, and a spike chassis on that car. Let's see what he's got. Can he go straight to the top with the first attempt around into the front stretch? Let's see what he's got. It's a 16.330. Remember, the 2.46 time set by Ray Farlow. The fast time to beat in it. This DeWalt machine and the driver behind the wheel, Palmore, knows this track. Let's see if he's got a faster time than the 3.30. Crosses that start-finish line for his final qualifying attempt. It's a 2.71. So the driver likely to beat Ray Farlow's fast time, not able to do it. He's going to fall short by a mere, say, about 0.3 of a second, not quite 0.3 of a second. So the 2.46 set by Ray Farlow, 16 seconds, 0.246, still the fast time to beat. Anybody can do it, folks. As we see now, the number 87 of Bruce Moses Jones taken to the track. Jones from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Farlow Motorsports. And this is a tough name on this one. Dissolve Alloy, I believe is how it's pronounced. Amsoil, the sponsors on that car this week. The number 87 of Bruce Jones sets down a 16.616 for his first attempt around. Currently 5th quick right in front of Steinhurst. Let's see what Moses Jones got as he crosses that start-finish line again, and it's going to be a 4.11. So it's 16.411, third quick time. Edges out Jim, the Captain Vig's 5.12 time. So Bruce Moses Jones currently sitting third quick in the chart. Next up on the track, our 7th qualifier on the night, number 46 of Ron Quinzel. Ron Quinzel from St. Petersburg, Florida, Livestrong Chevrolet powered engine. Beast chassis on that car, his first time around. Let's see what he's got. It's going to be a 16.575 in the top 5 for the 46 of Quinzel. And as that black and yellow machine off of turn 4 to the high side, let's see if he catches that momentum. Slides, he's going to spin out, but he did cross it. And it's going to be a 5.37, so he did get a faster time that second time around. But still going to stay 5th quick, not quite the 5.12 he needed to tie or beat Jim Vig. So Vig will stay in 4th. Speidel will be pushed outside the top 5 with his 5.92 time. The next car on the track now comes the number 8 of Dan Smith, known as the Dirty Hillbilly Gorilla from Carbondale, Illinois. Part of Randy Bateman Motorsports. Randy Bateman Motorsports sponsoring as well. Spike chassis and a Speedway Toyota logo on there. Let's see what the number 8 of Dan Smith has got as he wheels that car into the backstretch. 16.578 was his first attempt around, currently 6th quick. Let's see if he can break the top 5. He needs a 5.75 to do it as he comes in the front stretch, flirting with that wall. And he did tag it before the start-finish line, so that one is not going to count, folks. So the 5.78 for the Dirty Hillbilly Gorilla will stand, and Dan Smith will remain in 6th position. Newcomer to the series here tonight, making his debut here at Irwindale, the number 14 of Tyler Chalk out of Goshen, Indiana. Southeast Motorsports get to watch this driver wheel a late model and a super late model to boot, some street stock action as well. He's going to take his chance in open wheel, looking a little bit loose out of turn number 2. Let's see what Tyler Chalk's got as he comes off of turn number 4 in the front stretch. First time around, he's going to have a 16.917. So he's 9th quick this time by. Let's see if he learned anything on that first lap and can get a quicker time. He's going to cut the corner there, maybe pick up a quicker time. Second time around is going to be a 16.771. Still remains 9th quick here for the 9th qualifier tonight. And Tyler Chalk, 16.771, the fast time for him. Next up on the track, we got our 10th qualifier here tonight and a powerhouse as well in the series, the number 6 of Bruce Perry. From Cornwall, New York, Cotton Perry Motorsports, Perry Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Weisserman Manufacturing. And that is the sponsors on his car. I thought he had one more there. First time around, he's going to make it before he tags the wall. Not sure they're going to give him a time, though. It was before the wall, so they're not going to give him a qualifying time that attempt around. And he's going to come back down. We'll see if he'll have an opportunity to do a one lap next time by, but no time currently scored for the number 6 of Bruce Perry. Next up, the 11th qualifier here at Irwindale, the number 5 of Philip Daniels Jr. from Graham, North Carolina, Farlow Motorsports. Dunn Benson Ford, link belt cranes and Longhorn chassis. Daniels Jr. looking to make his first attempt here as he crosses that start-finish line. Let's see what he's got for the number 5. He's going to be 8th quick with a 16.617, and he pushes right there in turn 2. Flirted with the wall. Let's see if he can get a quicker time than the 6.17 time. The number 5 of Daniels Jr. looked like he got loose off of turn 4. Second time around was an 8.49. So the 16.617 will stand, and Philip Daniels Jr. will be in 8th position currently. The number 21 of David Clark takes to the track next. Known as 5, that's his nickname. From Huntersville, North Carolina, MER Racing. MER Racing sponsors as well SimpleManCalls.com and an Amir chassis, I believe is how it's pronounced, MER. So we're calling Mir chassis. Let's see what he's got as he comes in the front stretch, crossing that start-finish line. David Clark's first time here tonight, a 17.091. The warmer temperatures does create a little bit of slick action down there. And if you're down there in the charts and the depths to qualify, you get a little bit of rubber from these earlier cars. Clark's second time around. As we wait for it to come in, I believe he may have tagged the wall there, so the 17.077 time will hold, and David Clark will be 11th quick here at Irwindale. We saw David Clark, and I believe this is his brother Darren Clark on the track now. Darren Clark also from Huntersville, North Carolina, part of the Mir Racing team. SimpleManCalls.com, one-shot camo and a Mir chassis on that car as he works his way in the backstretch. On his first attempt here tonight, the number 20 of Darren Clark. Let's see what he's got, folks. Off of turn number 4 into the front stretch. Looks like a 17.631 for the number 20. See if he can beat his brother's time, who had the 0.77. He's got a little ways to go for it. He's going to push, has to slow up in turn 4. Rears the car back down across that start-finish line. Second time here tonight is a 5.70, currently going to sit in 12th position for the number 20 of Darren Clark. Our 13th qualifier to take to the track, the number 77 of Terry Dunnett from Quincy, Illinois. Folkway Racing is the teammate. He's not currently listed any sponsors on the car. He is running the Brian Clausen Tribute logo there on the sides of his car. Also the white and green colors to boot. Here comes Dunnett for his first time here at Irwindale. Let's see what he's got. He's going to be 11th quick with a 17.014. That edged out both the Clark brothers. Let's see what he's got, if he can edge out Tyler Chalk's 7.71 time. As Dunnett crosses the start-finish line, it's going to be a 17.07 or 0.14, and that will hold as his fast time, so he will remain in 11th position in the qualifying order. Next up on the track, we have Mr. Dan Holmes taken to the track. Tewksbury, New Jersey, another one of those New Jersey towns that loves to put pressure on announcers. Amsoil and Schmidt Beer, the sponsors on the car. Holmes into his first lap as he works his way down the backstretch towards turn number 3. Off of turn 4 in the front stretch, Dan Holmes, let's see what he's got. His first time around is a 17 flat. That's something you don't see much of. A 17 flat for the 83 of Dan Holmes. Let's see if he can crack the 16s here, folks, as he works his way off turn 4 in the front stretch, crossing that start-finish line. And he does, 16.838, but he will remain in 11th position, edging out Terry Dunnett's time of the 17.014. Another driver that's kind of new to the series, a super late model driver trying out the open wheel tonight. The number 55 of Michael Held, taken to the track here at Irwindale from Orlando, Florida. Blistine Shocks and Held Racing, two of the sponsors on that beautiful looking car as he works his way off of turn 4. Almost has the Homestead looking colors there on his car. He's going to go to 9th quick with a 16.635. That will push Tyler Chalk outside the top 10. Steinhurst now on the cuff. Held works his way once again in the front stretch for his second attempt. And he's going to be quicker. He even gets into the top 5 with a 16.532. That pushes Ron Quinzel, the 46 car, outside with the 5.37. Still tonight, the 16.246, a time to beat by the Sophia Satellite, the number 72 of Ray Farlow. One of the last qualifiers to qualify here tonight, the number 11 of Alan Childs on the track now, folks. Nicknamed AJ, Blue Earth, Minnesota. What a beautiful town that sounds. IRD Motorsports, Oswald Brewing Company, Spike Chassis, GM Performance, and Pro Shocks. Let's see what he's got for his first time around, AJ. Lays down a 16.822. That's going to be 12th quick. He's going to edge out Dan Holmes' time of the 17 flat. And AJ Childs crossing that start-finish line. Can he reach higher than 12th? Second time around was a little bit slower. It was an 8.87, so he will hold currently in 12th position. Another Southeast Motorsports late model driver making an attempt here at the open wheel sprint car circuit tonight here for the 360 Sprint Car Series is the 08 of Michael Jeans. Michael Jeans from San Antonio, Texas, part of the Southeast Motorsports team, runs a high line through 3 and 4. First time around, he's going to go to 10th quick with a 16.635. That pushes Steinhurst outside the top 10. The 08 of Jeans, a little wobble action there heading into turn 3 as he comes off turn 4. Flirting with that wall. Did he make contact? We'll see here in a second. Nope, he didn't. But he did run a slower time of 16.870. So the number 08 of Michael Jeans holding on to the top 10 in 10th position. And I believe this is our final qualifier of the night, folks. The Nazareth Nightmare, the number 12 of Jason Brown from Nazareth, Pennsylvania. JSkins.com Motorsports is the team. JSkins.com, double clutch engage, the sponsors on the car as he works his way into the backstretch. Let's see what he's got. Can he crack the top 5? He's another fast one here at Irwindale, looking really solid on his run as he comes into the front stretch. What time will the Nazareth Nightmare have here? He's going to be 13th quick with a 16.795. That is going to push Alan Childs back to 14th currently. Let's see what he's got as Jason Brown now works his way into the front stretch. Final qualifying lap here at Irwindale. Will he crack the top 10? He does. He barely gets in as he edges out Michael Jeans' time, the 16.635 with a 16.631. Wow. 0.004 in Jason Brown. The Nazareth Nightmare will be in 10th position. So let's take a look at your qualifying results right there on your screen, folks. Presented by Spike Chassis, Ray Farlow. With that fast time tonight, the 16.246. It rounds up because of the 2 decimal places. So J.P. Palmore, the Buckeye Bullet, will be back there in second. Bruce Jones, Jim, the Captain Vig, Michael Held for newcomer there, getting in the top 5. Ron Quinzel, Dan, the Dirty Hillbilly Gorilla, Dan Smith will be in 7th. Brad Speidel, Philip Daniels Jr., and the Nazareth Nightmare, your top 10. Taking a look on back, folks, Michael Jeans, Jason Steinhurst, Tyler Chalk, A.J. Childs, Dan Holmes, Terry Dunnett, David Clark, Darren Clark, and Bruce Perry, the 19-car field that we have here at Irwindale currently. And I don't think we're going to see any more tonight. So we are going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, we will have some Legends Racing for you here at Irwindale, folks. You definitely want to tune in to catch that. Don't go anywhere. We got plenty of racing coming up on the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network.
Welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway today, everyone. My name's Jerry Caldwell. I'm general manager here at Bristol, and we are certainly excited to have you. We've got some big news that we're announcing today. May of 2017, some exciting things happening. First time we've done something like this in quite a while here at Bristol. So take a look at the video and we'll come back.
Bristol. It's the world's fastest half mile, often called the last great Coliseum. And now, It's home to the U.S. Nationals of Short Track Racing. Your favorite short track superstars come to Thunder Valley from 6 of your favorite short track divisions. Three tiers of late models are included as they take to the high banks. It's coming May 2017. Bristol, now home to the U.S. Nationals of Short Track Racing. Dreams will become reality.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Exciting times in May 2017. That's May 19th through the 21st, 2017. The U.S. Nationals of Short Track Racing right here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We're so excited to welcome CRA and Cars, Southern Super Series, and all the racers and fans who are going to come join us for that. You're not going to want to miss it. This is going to be history in the making. We're going to reserve 3 spots, guaranteed provisionals for some of the NASCAR Cup guys. This will be the first time ever that we've had all these series together. Front-wheel drives, the modifieds, the pro late models, street stocks will join the super late models and the late model stocks. It's going to be a great weekend. You're going to want to come out and join us right here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Give us a call if you have questions, want more information. That'll be 423-BRISTOL, or you can visit us at bristolmotorspeedway.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, this Monday night to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. I'm Dustin Caldwell. Part of the 360 Sprint Car Series you're seeing here tonight is the Monday Night Mayhem. The Legends are taken to the track now. As we take a look out across the field, you see these lovely, lovely classic-looking cars as they work their way in their hot laps, ready to go racing here tonight for their first race. A little bit about the information we got down there on the track. 78 degrees in the air, 55% humidity, partly cloudy, 104 degrees. And folks, what a treat it is for you here tonight. Thought they were going to run the inner track. They're actually running the outer oval, so they will be running the half-mile track. So we'll have to see how these little guys work their way around. A lot of horsepower. They do use motorcycle engines in these cars. A lot of them, some have stick shift, some have paddle shift in them. So it'll be really neat to see once these guys get ready to go, guys and gals alike. And of course, the tradition with the Monday Night Mayhem, folks, don't necessarily see the names, we see everybody's nickname. So if they've got a nickname, that is what we call their car out here on the track. Like the Sophia Satellite, like Curveball, like Captain, like Lion Hippie, Wild, Coroner, Hillbilly Gorilla, to name a few. Handsome Dan, we got JP as well. And it looks like their hot laps have come to a conclusion. We're going to go to the grid and we'll show you where these guys are at tonight. Make our way down to the grid and we'll get you that action. So Brad Speidel will be up on the pole. Ben, the D-ball curveball, or curveball D-ball, will be out to the outside of that first row. Keep an eye on that 94 car. He's a fast Legends driver. Michael Held, the captain, that's Jim Vick, the number 17 car in row number 2. We got the Lion, the Wild in row number 3. Row 4, we'll see the Hippie in the corner. The Hillbilly Gorilla and Darren Clark rounding out the top 10. Terry Dunnett, the Sophia Satellite, Bruce Perry, Handsome Dan, and Mr. JP himself, that is the Buckeye Bullet, JP Palmore, will be in 15th. And again, tonight, folks, the 360 Sprint Car Series is presented by Spike Chassis. If you haven't done so, make sure you head on over to that website. Check out Spike Chassis. They got a lot of great products they're putting forth for the racing season. A lot of diversity in there. Not just sprint cars, as we said earlier. They do other things as well as race car setup, fabrication. They got a machine shop for different services for all your winning style needs. Definitely give them a check out, spikechassis.com. The Mustang iRacing Pace Car recently replaced the Porsche iRacing Pace Car, so kind of awkward to see a Porsche on an oval. So we got the Mustang back after a deliberate, don't want to say a protest being the proper terminology, but a concern from the oval community. So iRacing tilted the hat, gave us back the Mustang iRacing Pace Car, a beautiful looking one if I do say so myself. It'll be leading these Legends cars around for 2 laps before we get the green, which looks like they are ready to go. Everybody putting their car in gear, and there goes the pace car. Brad Speidel had a solid week last week at Lucas Oil. Let's see if he can double up here at Irwindale. Listen to the hum of those Legends. It's like a hornet's nest making its way around. This one you don't want to swat at. You want to raise your hand and cheer your favorite driver on. As they come into the front stretch, one more to go. We'll be ready to go green, folks, here at Irwindale. Brad Speidel up front, the number 76. Let's see what he's got. The pace car will dive into the pits before turn 3. And we'll be off to the races. Here we go. Pace cars into the pits as they make their way from turn number 4. We're ready for some Legends action at Irwindale. There's the green flag. We're off to the race. It's a flurry around the track as we follow the drivers making their way around. Up front as we take a look, Ben the D-ball curveball, the number 94 yellow and black machine. Currently with it less than a 2/10 of a second lead over Brad Speidel, who sat on the pole here tonight, who is side by side with the 55 of Michael Held. Held's to the inside. He's going to pick up second position now out of turn number 2. But here comes Brad Speidel to the inside. That 76 car looking really solid. He's going to fight to the inside through turns 3 and 4, and he'll go back to second. Can Held get the speed off the top side? He's not going to do it this time by. Here comes Speidel looking to challenge the 94 of curveball for the race lead. It's a battle right there in second. Michael Held not going anywhere. He's staying right with the 76 of Speidel. Now joining the fun is the Lion car, the number 8 machine. Back there in 4th, Jim Vick, the 17, a.k.a. the captain. He's in the top 5. Looking to be side by side with the Lion car as they fight their way into turn number 3 here on lap 5. back up front as we take a look at the number 94 of Curveball, who has led them all. 5 laps to go, or 5 laps led with 10 to go. Into turn number 2 towards the backstretch. Less than 0.2 of a second in Brad Speidel, Michael Held. And how about Michael Held? He's going to try a little dive maneuver there. It's famous that we've seen a lot of late models do here at Irwindale. He's going to try to settle up in front of Speidel. Not going to work. He's going to have to stay down a little bit lower than where he would like, but he does have the room now to come up in the backstretch, and he does. Speidel will look to the high side of the 55 of Michael Held as he looks to battle. What a battle we've got back here. Little 4-car shootout. Back here starting in 5th position as the Lion Car and Jim Vig are going at it. Side-by-side action between the Hippie and the Lion Car. Lion Car, the number 8. The Hippie, the 69 car there. Beautiful paint schemes on these cars tonight. And whoa! Bruce Perry looking to the inside. 3 wide action off of turn 4 as they fired across the start-finish line. Front 3 drivers single file, as well as the 4th out there by himself. When we look back in 5th, the Lion Corner, Hippie, and Bruce Perry. All these cars going at it. Perry's going to dive down to the apron. He's going to try a little slide action, still 3 wide, as they came off turn 4, and it looked like Bruce Perry may have got a little bit loose there out of turn 4. He's going to settle up back. Jump back up here with 6 laps to go. The 94 of Curveball still out front, but here comes a 3-wide bout in turns 3 and 4 for the race lead. The high side prevailing, and it looks like Brad Speidel gambled too much on that lower groove. He lost a lot there. Michael Held stuck right with the Curveball, and he was able to stay right there with them as they continue to battle in the backstretch towards turn 3 with 5 to go. To the inside of Curveball goes Held. Held still in front. Little crossover action back there with Speidel. Speidel in 3rd. Possible contact at the start-finish line between Curveball and Held. Held's going to go to the race lead. We've got a lead change here tonight out of turn number 2 with 4 laps to go. Michael Held, but inside of him here comes the Curveball. Looking to the inside, turns 3 and 4. As they fired off of turn 4, Michael Held trying to hold on to the race lead. 3 to go now here at Irwindale for the first Legends race of the night. The Monday Night Mayhem Legends and side-by-side action out of turn number 2. Here comes the Curveball yet again. And underneath, Brad Speidel making it 3 wide. He's going to be way at the bottom. Oh, and he had to slam on the brakes, tightened up right there. He's going to lose out. That is going to send the captain on by to the high side. Jim Vig is going to keep it low. Michael Held's running the high line with 2 to go. It'll be the white flag the next time by. The 94 of Curveball now looking to the inside. He might have found some better groove. Down there on the lower side, out to the outside. Michael Held losing out. Oh, mama, 1 more flag to go. The white flag's in the air. Who's going to take the victory in the first Legends race here tonight? It's a battle for the ages right there, folks. As we bring the camera in closer. Looking to capture the action. Who is it going to be? Here they come, and they make contact. Bumping and banging. Oh, mama. Who got the victory out of that? And look at Curveball. He's going to go rolling. And I think we still got 1 right there. Our results saying Curveball's got it. Tell you what, let's go back and take a look at that finish. That was a doozy. So we will bring it out here for you, folks. Off of turn 4. Here's the contact right there. And it looked like Curveball came right down into Michael Held. They continue to make contact. Bumping and banging for this one. And it looks like it is going to be the Curveball. Wow. They both hit the start-finish line at the same time, but I think Ben D-Ball, a.k.a. the Curveball, got it first. So let's go ahead and take a look at the results. Let's show you the race summary out of that. Out of the 15 laps, 2 lead changes, no cautions. Here is the race results, and it is in, folks. Ben the D-Ball Curveball is going to come away with the victory. Michael Held in second. Jim, the Captain Vig, will round out the third position slot. Those are the top three, so we'll look to get some driver interviews for you. As we're looked to be joined now, the number 17 of Jim, the Captain Vic, joins us. What a fight it was. And it looked like Brad Speidel kind of lost some momentum on the low side. Jim, you were able to take him up on the high side. Then you got the line that you wanted to get that third place finish here tonight. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, the low line was working for me pretty good. That's where I made up most of my time. That race was a lot of fun. It was a heck of a last lap.
And looking really solid. How do you like running these Legends cars?
These are a lot of fun. It's really, I haven't run one of these in a long time. It's a lot of fun to do it again.
Well, while we got you, what's your thoughts tonight here in the sprint car?
I hope to start up front. This track always seems to be a single file. It's really slick, really slippery. I'm hoping a good run in the heat race and start up front.
All right. Well, congratulations on your third place finish here in the Legends. Best of luck coming up in your heat race.
All right. Thanks a lot.
There you have it, folks. Jim Vig, a.k.a. the Captain, coming in third. We're going to go live now to Michael Held, who I'm not seeing if is available. Taking a look down there, and I don't see Michael Held available at this time, so we'll have to skip him. We're going to go up to Ben Deball, a.k.a. the Curveball. And he's been no stranger to victory lane before. Had a nice little bump and bang off of turn 4. You and Held got into it, and boy, it was almost a photo finish there. Tell us a little bit about that fight there, Ben.
Well, we were fighting pretty good. Don't like to end up hitting people coming to the finish line, but sometimes it works out that way. These cars are a blast, though, at this track.
Definitely looked like it here tonight. And tell us, driving your sprint car here tonight, you having fun in both, or do you have one that you like more than the other?
Well, I got a little late start in sprint car. I missed qualifying, so I'll be starting at the back of the heat and find out what we do tonight.
All right, well, best of luck to you. Congratulations on your Legends victory here at Irwindale. All right, folks, got another provisional interview for you here. Joining us now is the number 72, the Sophia Satellite himself, leader of the JSRL 360 Sprint Car Series. Ray Farlow joins us with his fast time tonight, 16.246. Tell us, Ray, Irwindale, it's always been your bane. I like to say it like that because it's one of those tracks you think you spend more time figuring. I figure the most trying to figure out this track, and seems like it gets the best of you every time, but tonight it looks like you definitely got it dialed in. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, really, I don't know where that lap come from. We just got lucky there. That getting loose off the corners here is still haunting us. We changed all kinds of stuff today, trying to tighten it up off, and just can't get it. Going to try one more different thing here for the heat race and see how that works, and hopefully we can go from there in the main.
Well, definitely looking forward to it. Is there any thoughts or things you want to leave us, or any shout-outs you want to give real quick before we let you go for your heat race tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank Hoosier Racing Tires and Spike Chassis and everybody on Farlow Motorsports. Like I say every week, we really work hard on these setups, and it works out. But yeah, tonight should be a good race.
Well, definitely looking forward to it, Ray, and congratulations on scoring the pole here tonight. Best of luck to you in the races to come here at Irwindale.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, folks. Let's take one final look at your Legends results. That was the pole sitter here tonight for the 360 Sprint Car Series. So it is the Curveball picking up victory. Michael Held will finish in second. We got Jim Vig third, Brad Speidel, and the corner rounding out the top 5. Handsome Dan, Wild Hippie, Terry Dunnett, Lion will finish in your top 10. Looking on back, Bruce Perry, Darren Clark. From Darren Clark on back are not going to actually field the grid. So Bruce Perry, the last car who I believe got spun out on the first lap, but he will finish 4 laps down. So that is your first Legends race here tonight. Still, folks, got some heat races coming up. Another Legends race and a feature here this Monday night for the JSRL 360 Sprint Car Series presented by Spike Chassis. So don't go anywhere. We got plenty of racing coming your way. green flag flies, and we are underway at Lanier National Speedway. And a nice little doozy into turn 3 as Farlow to the inside of Palmore. Palmore screams by that start-finish line. He's going to be credited with that first lap led to the outside, and he's got the momentum. Can he hold on to it? Side-by-side action into lap number 3. And again, Palmore just a nose over Ray Farlow. 2 laps led tonight. What a battle we have got back here for third. Bruce Jones still holding on to that third position slot as Dieball and Spittle back there eager to get around the 28 machine. Can they do it though? 10 laps remaining now here at Lanier. These guys are fighting for every inch out on this track, guys, gals alike. Cheryl Hill, who's been up in the top 5, currently running 7th. Box takes off, the green flag flies, and the white flag's in the air. And it's going to be a short John here for the 72 of Ray Farlow. Nobody's going to catch him. A half a second lead takes the checkered flag at Lanier National Speedway. What a battle for second as Bruce Jones held off Ben Dieball and Brad Spittle in 4th. Jim Figg rounding out the top 5. Here they come, the green flag flies, we're off to the race. JP, barely with a 1/10 of a second lead over the 72 of Farlow. Farlow trailing behind about a car and a half length. Behind Palmore into 3. Spittle back there in 3rd, looking on to the battle up front. Back in 4th, Corey Davis. In a comfortable spot, Farlow playing the patience game here on lap number 12. Spittle not so patient, looks to the inside of Farlow. Off of turn 4 into the front stretch. Palmore extends his lead to 2/10 of a second. Jumping back into 5th, we see Bruce Jones trying to hold off Jim Vigg. Don LeBayer back there in 7th. Single file action with the 17 of Vigg looking to the inside now of Jones. And as they come to the checkered flag, pace car will bring them there. And they begin to take Palmore's going to take his victory lap. Farlow's going to work the inside, but there he is, folks. Your winner here tonight, the 25 DeWalt car there of Joseph J.P. Palmore. A little bit of Hoosier there on the front, too. And nice little victory burnout. Welcome back this Monday night, ladies and gentlemen, to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. I'm Dustin Caldwell, and it's heat race time here at Irwindale for the JSRL 360 Sprint Car Series presented by Spike Chassis. Got the top split heat coming at you, folks. Drivers we're going to see: Ray Farlow, Jim Vigg, Jason Brown, Bruce Perry, Tyler Chalk, Terry Dunnett will be the 6 drivers in this heat race, and we are about ready to go to the grid. If you're just tuning in, we had some great Legends racing. We'll still have another Legends race coming up. The Monday Night Mayhem Legends that take place in between each event here in the JSRL 360 Sprint Car Series. And we'll have to see who will take home the victory in this heat race. Still got plenty of racing coming up later on tonight. After the heat races, we'll have a trophy dash. Then we'll have the second Legends race, and followed by the top 24 cars moving on in to the 40-lap feature later on tonight. And it looks like we are moving to the grid, so let's go ahead and take a look. Here's a look at your grid for the heat race tonight. Ray Farlow will be up front as he scored the pole here tonight with a 16.246 time to the outside, the number 17 of Jim, the Captain Big. The Nazareth Nightmare, Tyler Chalk, rounding out the second row. Back in the third row and rounding out your field will be Terry Dunnett and Bruce Perry, the number 6 of 6, folks. As I like to say all the time, if you do see a car number in his rival position, write it down for your lottery numbers. A 6 and a 6. So there you go. The number 6 part of your pick 3. If you, as always, if you do win, count me in for a little bit of that action. As the drivers now work their way into the pace lap. We'll get you down there. Ready to go. Into the second pace lap they go. It's going to be a 10-lap heat shootout. Let's see if the Sophia Satellite can hold his fast time and capture victory here in this heat race. Lights off the pace car is going to dive in the pits this time by. There it goes. We are ready to go racing here at Irwindale. Heat race style. Let's see what we got. Here they come off of turn number 4. Flagman ready to give the signal.
Green, green, green.
Green flag flies. Here's your heat race tonight. Firing across the start-finish line with 10 to go, now 9 to go. Ray Farlow is out front. The Sophia Satellite leading by a quarter of a second over the captain. He's back in second position. The Nazareth Nightmare back in third. Bruce Perry fourth. Terry Dunnett, Tyler Chalk fifth and sixth. With 8 to go, Ray Farlow no holds barred tonight. He's bringing everything. Knows that he needs to win here tonight to get a little bit of breathing room over JP Palmore. Palmore, the track favorite here at Irwindale, and how about this lead with 7 to go? He's extended it to almost 7/10 of a second over the captain, who's currently back in second. That Advanced Auto Parts machine just in front of the Nazareth Nightmare, looking about 2/10 of a second, as Brown now crests over the 1 second deficit behind Ray Farlow. Farlow fires it towards turn number 3 with 6 laps to go. Has now a 3/4 of a second lead over Vic. Vic back in second as we see that Advanced Auto Red machine working its way around turns 1 and 2, and these cars are on fire, ladies and gentlemen. The Nazareth Nightmare off of turn 2 in the backstretch. 1 1/4 second behind your race leader, Bruce Perry, back there in fourth. And it looks like Tyler Chalk had spun out in turn number 3 on the entrance. He's going to need a tow quick, fast, and in a hurry. Avoids the caution flag coming out. 4 laps to go. It'll be 3 to go at the line for the Sophia Satellite. Off of turn 4, crossing that start-finish line. 3 laps to go here at Irwindale for Ray Farlow. Fast time here tonight, 16.246. And I tell you what, folks, he's getting even faster. Last lap was a 16.119. Wow. Ray Farlow on fire. Let's see if what he's got this time by with 2 to go. It'll be the white flag the next time by. It was a 16.171, so the 119 time, still the fast time, even faster than his qualifying time. Here he comes off of turn 4 to the white flag. 1 more lap to go for the Sophia Satellite here at Irwindale. In his heat race, he's looking to take victory in that. Scored the pole already. He's got half a lap to go. Jim, the Captain Big, 1.17 seconds back behind him. 2.1 seconds back is third position, the Nazareth Nightmare of Jason Brown. Taking victory in his heat race, Ray Farlow, the number 72 machine, will score the win here for this 10-lap bout. Jim Big will come in second, Jason Brown third, Bruce Perry fourth, Terry Dunnett fifth, Tyler Chalk will round out the field for this heat race. And a beautiful looking paint scheme that we see, a new paint scheme he's running down there on that car. As he makes his way back to his pit box, we'll go ahead and bring up the results for you. So Farlow, Vig, Brown, Perry, Dunnett, and Chalk We're going to look to talk with him now. We bring him back to talk with us. He talked with us just before this event here. And Ray, I got to tell you, man, you're questioning, you're trying to work your car around in this heat race. Do you know that you got a faster time than your qualifying time?
No, I didn't know that, but the car sure felt good.
You set down at 16.246 in qualifying. You blew it away in this heat race. You had a 16.119. That's how much faster you were in this heat race. So hopefully that kind of brings a light to your eyes. The hard work that you talked about earlier paying off here in this heat race. Hopefully it transfers over into the feature tonight. Are we going to see you in a Legends car ever?
I don't know. I might run them some, but I want to stay focused on the sprint cars.
Definitely, sure. Spoken like a true champion. That's why he's got 4 wins in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Ray, congratulations on the victory here in the heat race as well, and outperforming your qualifying time, to say the least. So hopefully that kind of success will carry over in tonight's feature. Best of luck to you, and congratulations again.
Thanks, Dustin.
Well, there you have it, folks. There is your heat race for tonight. We come back. We are going to have some lovely Trophy Dash action. We'll get to see Ray Farlow back in action again, so you definitely want to stay tuned here for the J-Skin Sim Racing League 360 Sprint Car Series presented by Spike Chassis.
Here at iRacing, we pride ourselves on interacting with our community and getting into the forums and seeing the discussions and doing surveys about what features and content, things that they want. It's been quite clear that one of the biggest features that people are looking for is dirt racing. You know, the first step in doing something like that was obviously our dynamic track project. It has set a great foundation for us to do a lot of different things with our surface going forward. With this dirt track project, it became evident that we needed to really become educated on what happens with dirt, not only the preparation of the track, but what happens to the surface as a race is going on. We've gotten in touch with the University of Northwestern Ohio, and there they have a terrific motorsports program, but they also have a big focus on dirt racing. They have their own dirt oval there called Lima Land. They actually have a dirt late model team and modified team as part of the curriculum for the school.
The university purchased the track for student involvement. They're out here for multiple purposes. We hold classes out here where they work on the vehicles that they build. We also have a motorsports team. They build, crew, and race the cars every Friday. So we have a huge involvement here at Limeland Motorsports Park from the university.
And so we're sending Dan Garrison there to get educated and to learn what is different about dirt.
iRacing's traditionally done with asphalt. In that model, the track is, very stiff, and it's the tires that have the give and the bend. But when you start talking about a dirt track, the equation flips in that the track is the thing that gives and responds. That's going to be a big challenge, and it's something that we definitely want to get right.
Everybody wants different racetracks. Personally, I like faster racetracks. A dirt track fast is when you keep the moisture in it and don't let it get real hard on you. If you let it get real hard, it's just like cement. You cannot water cement. You put water on it, the water runs off. The racetrack has got to absorb the water. You got to keep a hard pan below it, but keep the loose stuff on top to make it fast.
The thing about dirt racing that I like the most is there's probably 20 other competitors on the track, but I was always taught by Mr. Knott, a guy that gave me my first sprint car ride. You're racing the racetrack. You're not racing the 20 other guys in that feature race, and you're constantly got the car in a slide. You're turning right to go fast. You have to figure the racetrack out and get your car to where it handles the best on the dirt.
It's good to kind of actually get to a racetrack that's in working condition and be able to see, okay, this is how the soil behaves and this is what it's like. And it's amazingly sticky is the thing I'm learning. It really holds together well.
Having worked with this group of guys on this code base now for 16 years, we've only ever done pavement. We've only ever done purpose-built, race cars that run on ovals or road courses. So it was natural. The first car that we're going to introduce for this is a dirt late model, and we've actually partnered with Clint Boyer, who has a dirt late model team, and he's given us access to his car. We've scanned it, we've photographed it, and started the data collection process with his team to understand how the car works. We couldn't ask for better data to build this dirt late model.
To be able to drive a car around a dirt track and really pitch it into a corner and get on the throttle and throw the car around a little bit and keep it under control, I think is going to be a lot of fun.
I'm very excited about this project. I mean, we have a 25+ year history of making pavement racing between Papyrus and iRacing, and this is the real first chance we're venturing outside of that. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm very optimistic that this will be launching this year.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, this Monday night to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. I'm Dustin Caldwell here for the J-Skin Sim Racing League 360 Sprint Car Series presented by Spike Chassis. Had a lot of race action already take place here tonight. One's the Legends Race 1 heat race. And I tell you what, folks, we are going to go racing Trophy Dash style here. That's right, we're going to bring out the fast boys and see what they got here on the track. They are going to dice their way around this lovely half-mile track to see what they got. The Irwindale outer, as we bring up the information on the screen. 78 degrees in the air, 55% humidity, partly cloudy, 104. And I tell you what, it looks like the sun's setting, but nothing's changing. So we'll have to see if Ray Farlow can hold on and capture a victory here in the Trophy Dash, just like he done. He actually edged out his fast time set in qualifying, which was a 16.246. He edged it out in the heat race with a 16.119. So they'll have an opportunity to come out here and battle this one. 6 cars in total for 10 laps, just like a heat race, but this is the Trophy Dash. And they're going to be making their way to the grid any moment now as they got out and got a little bit of practice out on the track while we were at commercial break. And it does look like we have a last-minute entry possibly making it in, so it will be 7 cars here on the Trophy Dash. Normally have 6, but we got another one coming in, sneaking in. Michael Held, number 55 car that we've seen earlier here tonight. Newcomer to the open wheel, looking really solid. It'll be a 7-car field here for this Trophy Dash. Michael Held out of Orlando, Florida. Blitzstein shocks. He's got the Held Racing logo on his car. As always, let's get you down to the grid and see where your drivers sit here for this Trophy Dash race at Irwindale. On the pole, no surprise here tonight. The number 72 of the Sophia Satellite, Ray Farlow, will sit onto the pole. The outside, the number 5 of Brad Speidel. The Buckeye Bullet to the inside of row number 2, the number 25 of Joseph J.P. Palmore. The 87 of Bruce Moses Jones to the outside. Inside of row number 3 will be the captain himself, the number 17 of Jim Vigg. The 69 of Jason Steinhurst to the outside. And a shotgun on the field, the number 55 of Michael Held. And again, folks, for this Trophy Dash, it's going to be 10 laps just like the heat race. The Fast Boys battling out for bragging rights here at Irwindale this Monday night. And again, coming into tonight, week 6 in the JSRL 360 Sprint Car Series presented by Spike Chassis. The Mustang iRacing pace car looking like it's ready to go as the drivers look to put those cars into motion as they are sitting down there on the grid. The roar, the hum of those 360 Sprint cars ready to go, battling out on this half-mile track. And again, as always, folks, thank you for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. I'm Dustin Caldwell. I'll be bringing the action as it unfolds here this Monday night. Still got another, I believe it's another 15-lap Legends race coming up next after this. Then we'll have the 40-lap feature a little bit later on tonight with these lovely cars that you see out on the track right now. Ray Farlow, currently series points leader over J.P. Palmore. Palmore favored to win at this track as he did last time, the only other driver to win in the 360 Sprint Car Series. So we'll see if he can duplicate that effort here tonight, or will Ray Farlow finally conquer the monster? This track here always getting the best of him, so we'll see if he's able to go for 5 in a row, or will we have a new winner here tonight? Trophy Dash set to go underway as the pace car throws that Mustang into gear. And they're going to begin to pull away now as we see it. 2 laps of pacing, 10 laps of racing. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pace car into the backstretch. As the drivers want the bragging rights of the fast car on the night, that's what the Trophy Dash is all about. Allows the driver to hold their head high and say, you know what, you may have qualified faster than me, you may have won a heat race, but I'm the fast driver because I got the Trophy Dash. Let's see who's get it. Who's going to get it? I know I need an English lesson there with that statement, my goodness. One more lap of pacing and we are ready to go here at Irwindale. Everybody out there in the YouTube chat, however you're getting us, Twitch, iRacing Live, wherever you may be, folks, thanks again for tuning in. Let's go racing. Pace cars into the pits. 10 laps coming at you. Presented by Spike Chassis. As they make their way off of turn 4, green flag flies. The Trophy Dash is underway. And as we look up front, Farlow is up front, but not by much less than 0.2 of a second behind track favorite, the number 25 of the Buckeye Bullet, Joseph Palmore, trailing in second behind the Sophia Satellite across that start-finish line with 8 laps to go here in the Trophy Dash. Moses Jones back there in third, the captain in fourth. Michael Held in fifth. That is 5 for the 55. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? 6 and a 5. We need a third number here tonight for the pick 3. We got the 69 of Steinhurst. Brad Speidel opted out of this Trophy Dash. He's down on pit road. Did not field the grid, and what a battle! How about that DeWalt machine of the Buckeye Bullet? He's going to take a race lead by the nose. But will the Sophia Satellite be side by side? Farlow holds on to the race lead, that time by 4 laps led here in the Trophy Dash. 6 laps to go. And here comes Palmore. He swings it wide out of turn number 2, has to slow up. That is going to bring Moses Jones to the high side, the number 87 of Bruce Jones. Farlow crosses that start-finish line, making it 5 to go. 5 led here for the 72 of that Sophia Satellite. Moses Jones back in second position. JP Palmore settles up in third. He's rallying that car back. Can the 25 get around the 87 as they cross the start-finish line? 4 laps to go in the Trophy Dash. Here comes Palmore. Captain Vig back there in fourth position, held still holding on to fifth. Steinhurst back there in sixth. It's going to be 3 to go at the line for the Sophia Satellite as he crosses. Farlow now still leads a half a second over Moses Jones, who's trying to fend off Palmore, and here they are battling into turn number 3 with 3 to go. Similar looking cars, but it is Moses Jones on the high side, Palmore to the inside, side-by-side action. Here comes Palmore out of turn number 2. What a battle for second, almost making contact before turn 3. 2 to go. It's going to be a white flag, this time by for the Sophia Satellite as he crosses that start-finish line. White flag in the air, and Farlow leads by 3/4 of a second out of turn number 2. We got a good battle. Little crossover action as Moses Jones looking to the inside. Not going to be able to do it as the Sophia Satellite heads out of turn number 4. He gets victory. Bragging rights across the board for Ray Farlow and Jim Big. Gives a hearty handshake to the front stretch wall. He's going to go for a spin and definitely will have to work out those damages before tonight's feature. Bragging rights across the board for the 72 of Ray Farlow. Not only did he get the pole here tonight, but he also won in his heat and in the Trophy Dash. So it is a Farlow night. The question is, will that success transfer over into the feature? Let's take a look at the results. It is Farlow, Palmore, Jones, Vig, Held, Steinhurst, and of course Brad Speidel not fielding the grid. So it was a 6-car Trophy Dash here at Irwindale, folks. We're going to bring him in one more time to talk to him. Again, this is our third time talking to this guy tonight, and looked even solid. I tell you what, Ray, your fastest lap time in this one is 16:1:22. You know what the crazy thing about all this is? The track conditions are not changing. That is what's curious as to what you have found in this sprint car. As again, 16:246, your qualifying time to capture the pole tonight. Palmore, though, here's the ticker for this one for you, Ray. 16:022. He had the fastest lap that go around. Does that concern you heading into the feature?
Well, yeah, a little. He was tough. If he hadn't have got loose, he'd have probably eventually got by me. I don't know. We're going to try one more small thing, and hopefully the car will stay with me. It wanted to tighten up there at the end.
Well, definitely looking forward to this 40-lap feature coming up, so I'll let you get back at it for that. But definitely 3 scores across the board. You got the pole, you got the heat, you got the Trophy Dash. Just got one more to knock down here tonight for your 4-bagger and your 5th win in a row. So best of luck to you in that, Ray, and hopefully you find something along the way.
Thanks, Dustin.
All right, folks, we're going to go live now. We're going to capture one more interview for you. And we got to definitely bring this guy in, talk to him. The Buckeye Bullet now joins us. The number 25 of Joseph J.P. Palmore comes in. Tell you what, Palmore, one thing we're looking at here tonight is times, especially paying attention to the times. Of course, coming into Irwindale, you are the track favorite. This is a track that I know that you love, that you are very, very successful at. The first race of the season, scored the victory here. You definitely scored the victory last season at these tracks. So coming into tonight, knowing that Ray Farlow has 4 in a row, but that 5th week, the first week, you scored the victory. So this is a night for redemption. He gets the pole with a 16:246 in this Trophy Dash race. You run a 16:022. The fastest he got was a 16:122. So a whole 1/10 of a second faster than the Sophia Satellite. Tell us what kind of mental preparation you got in store to be able to be successful tonight here in the feature.
Well, we're at a time during the chase here that I need to beat Ray tonight if I'm going to have any chance at all winning the title. So we're going to get everything we got.
Definitely looking forward to it. Is there anyone you want to give a thanks or shout out to while we got you before the feature?
Thanks for all the guys showing up to put this race on. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, well, we'll let the Buckeye Bullet get back to work in the pits, but congratulations on finishing runner-up here tonight in the Trophy Dash. Looking forward to seeing the action between you and Ray coming up in tonight's feature.
Thanks, bud.
All right, folks, well, we got some more racing in store for you. We have a 15-lap Legends feature, the Monday Night Mayhem, back in action when we come back. Then we have a 40-lap feature of sprint car racing to come your way. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway today, everyone. My name's Jerry Caldwell. I'm general manager here at Bristol, and we are certainly excited to have you. We've got some big news that we're announcing today. May of 2017, some exciting things happening. First time we've done something like this in quite a while here at Bristol. So take a look at the video and we'll come back.
Bristol. It's the world's fastest half mile, often called the last great Coliseum. And now, it's home to the U.S. Nationals of short track racing. Your favorite short track superstars come to Thunder Valley from 6 of your favorite short track divisions. Three tiers of late models are included as they take to the high banks. It's coming May 2017. Bristol, now home to the U.S. Nationals of short track racing. Dreams will become reality.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Exciting times in May 2017. That's May 19th through the 21st, 2017. The U.S. Nationals of Short Track Racing right here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We're so excited to welcome CRA and Cars, Southern Super Series, and all the racers and fans who are going to come join us for that. You're not going to want to miss it. This is going to be history in the making. We're going to reserve 3 spots, guaranteed provisionals for some of the NASCAR Cup guys. This will be the first time ever that we've had all these series together. Front-wheel drives, the modifieds, the pro late models, street stocks will join the super late models and the late model stocks. It's going to be a great weekend. You're going to want to come out and join us right here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Give us a call if you have questions, want more information. That'll be 423-BRISTOL, or you can visit us at bristolmotorspeedway.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, this Monday night to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. I'm Dustin Caldwell, and here for the J-Skin Sim Racing League 360 Sprint Car Series presented by Spike Chassis. We got another Legends race coming up, another 15-lapper for you, and the driver's looking to take to the grid momentarily. Let's take a look at the race information here, the track information, and not a change. Though that sun is sitting in the background, 70 degrees, 55% humidity, partly cloudy, and Lord help us, can those mountains in the background put a little bit cooling on that track temperature of 104 degrees. It was a doozy earlier between Michael Held and Ben D-Ball Curveball. Curveball come away with the victory after a final lap, a white flag lap off of turn 4, a little bumping and banging. They both slid across the start-finish line almost in a photo finish style. And it was the 94 of Curveball that came away with that victory. We'll have to see if he can duplicate that here in this second lap, or second feature event for the Legends tonight, the Monday Night Mayhem Series. The Legends, part of the J-Skins Sim Racing League. If you'd like to know more about them, folks, check out league.jskins.com. If you'd like to know more about us, forgebroadcasting.com. And if you'd like to know more about the series sponsor, Spike Chassis, definitely check out on the web, spikechassis.com. They manufacture championship-winning open-wheel midget and non-wing and wing sprint cars. They also offer a large inventory of open-wheel parts, race car setup, fabrication, and machine shop services for all your winning needs. And it looks like they are ready to go to the grid now, folks, as Race Control calling in all the cars back to the pits. They'll be making their way out to the grid. We'll get that action for you as it unveils here at Irwindale, which looks like it's going to be right now. So let's go down to the grid and let you know where your driver's standing for this second Monday Night Mayhem Legends race. So on the pole, the number 55 of Michael Held, redemption here for that car as he fought to the end with the 94 of Curveball. Curveball's taking a victory in the first race. They will be both in the front row. Coroner and Captain will see row number 2. Handsome Dan and the Lion car will be in row number 3. Spidal and Hippie, row number 4. Darren Clark and the Sophia Satellite. Will he make his way into this and be number 10 here, rounding out the 5th row? Because we have got 10 total cars here tonight. Thought we had a little bit more than that, but it looks like it might be a 9-10 car field. I believe it's only going to be 9 as Ray Farlow under a lot of pressure to come away with a victory here as Palmore, the track favorite in the sprint car, looking to get a second victory in this series. So they are out there on the grid now, folks, ready to go pacing around. As we take you down trackside, the Mustang iRacing pace car ready to go. Here they are giving them plenty of time to get out on the grid. Still got about 30 seconds here before they slam it into gear and take you around for 2 laps of pacing. As before, folks, it'll be 2 laps of pacing, 15 laps of racing. Hopefully we can go caution-free on this one. The first one went caution-free. We'll have to see in time here and keep an eye on that front row. Michael Held, the pole sitter here in the second race, looking for a little redemption over that 94 of Curveball after the little bumping and banging they endured in that first race. Here we go. They're going to throw it in gear. The Mustang iRacing pace car looking to move forward, taking them off the grid towards that first pace lap here tonight. There they go. And the hum of the Legends cars are underway in their pace lap here at Irwindale. And if you close your eyes, you might think you're on the PCH, the Pacific Coastal Highway, with a street bike gang. You want to get a little creative with it. These cars are not to be messed with. They are fast. And again, 15 laps here at the half mile outer. Thought we were going to see them on the inner track tonight, but they decided to make them run the outer, which makes for great racing. They can do it. They've got enough CCs under those engines to do it. Here we go. The pace car will be set to go into the pits, this time by right before turn number 3. Can Michael Held score a victory? Pace cars into the pits as they work their way into the third turn. Ready to go green flag racing for 15 laps. Second Legends feature for the Monday Night Mayhem. Here we go. Off of turn 4. Ready to go racing. Green flag flies. Here come the Legends. as we take a look up top. Up front, the number 55 of Michael Held has a half a second lead over the Curveball. Curveball back in second. What a battle between the 69, the Hippie Machine, and the captain himself. He's to the low side of the Hippie. Here comes the Lion Car right to the inside of Curveball. He's going to settle up to the high side off of turn number 4. Into lap number 3, Held still leading. He sat on the pole here tonight, some side-by-side action behind him. The Hippie and the captain going at it. The Hippie's winning the battle in the backstretch. Here comes the 83 of Handsome Dan. Handsome Dan right in front of the Lion Machine. The Lion Machine has fallen back to 6th. Into lap number 4 as the Legends car scream in the front stretch towards turn number 1. Held and Curveball kind of pulling away just a little bit, but that 69 Hippie Machine. The 83 of Handsome Dan and the 17 of Jim Vig, a.k.a. the captain, to the low side. Those 3 cars going at it, trying to battle there for 3rd position. But here comes the Curveball looking to the inside of Michael Held. He's not going to have the momentum to catch the 55 car before turn number 1, and Held will stay in the race lead. Total of 4 laps led. He's led them all. Here comes the Curveball yet again. He's going to look to the high side of Held this time in turn 3. The Hippie Machine is actually climbing his way up towards Curveball. Side by side is Handsome Dan and the captain in the front stretch into lap number 6, making it 10 laps to go. The battle back there for 5th. Jim Vig just got to nose over Handsome Dan. Also in that action is Brad Speidel. Speidel was the car to beat last week at Lucas Oil. He won, I believe he won both of them. I'll have to go back and check the records, but I think he did. He came away and won. Or actually, yes, I'm losing my memory up here, folks. The 104-degree temperature still got me rattled. But here comes the Curveball off of turn 4 with 8 to go. We've got a lead change. Ben D-Ball Curveball takes to the lead. Held's going to fall back to 2nd. He's going to rally it back out of 2. Side by side is the Handsome Dan and Hippie car. Back behind him. Almost looks like a Crown Royal car to the 69 of Hippie. The Mississippi Hippie, that's what we could call it right there. Looking, whoa, Nelly. Car's 3 wide off of turn number 2. Vig's going to settle up back behind him. Hippie to the high side of Curveball. He's going to try to come down. Checkup action from the 94 of D-Ball to avoid contact. 3 wide action off of turn number 4 for 3rd position. To the low side, we have Brad Speidel, Handsome Dan to the high side. In the middle is the Curveball. And Michael Held still out front. 8 laps led here with 6 to go. The number 69 of the Hippie Mobile back behind him. To the high side, Handsome Dan and Speidel are going at it. Speidel to the inside is going to settle up in 3rd here, this time by with 5 to go. And as they work their way off of turn number 2, still a battle for 3rd. Brad Speidel to the inside. Now looks to be side by side with the Hippie Mobile. Off of turn 4, here comes Speidel. The 69 car, the Hippie car, will be in 2nd here with 4 laps to go. Held's going to have a little bit of a push. Speidel to the inside has found some momentum. And I believe that's what they were talking about earlier. They found some momentum on the low side, and Speidel finds it. To the inside is Handsome Dan. He's back there in 3rd. Curveballs fell back all the way to 5th position behind the Hippie car. Into the backstretch, Speidel fighting for the race lead as he looks to the inside of Michael Held. 3 to go. It's going to be 2 at the line. Handsome Dan looking between the 2 cars. He's going to run the high line in the front stretch. Here comes Curveball to the inside of Hippie. Jim Vig back there behind the Curveball trying to find something on the lower groove. And we've got nearly a 3-car battle for the race lead. Michael Held holding on to the high side. That is where the momentum's at, but Speidel trying to find some life on the lower groove in the front stretch. And Michael Held still is going to hold on to the race lead. He's got 13 laps led, folks. 1 lap actually did get claimed by the Curveball. And here on the white flag lap, he has taken the race lead. Not going to be quite the dramatic finish that we saw, but the battle for 2nd. Woo! The battle for 2nd between Speidel and Handsome Dan. And I got to tell you what, I think that one went by the 76, and Handsome Dan might finish 3rd. Brad Speidel. So Michael Held gets his redemption from the first Legends race here tonight. Able to come away with a victory after a dramatic finish between him and Ben, the curveball D-ball. I tell you what, he's going to give you a little show right there. A little burnout from that Legends machine. Can those little cars fly or what, folks? They may be little, but they're packing a lot of power as they fly around this half-mile track here at Irwindale. So we'll go ahead and bring up the results on the screen for you, folks. It is Michael Held, Handsome Dan, Brad Speidel, the Hippie, the Corner, the Curveball, the Captain, the Lion, Darren Clark, and, of course, Ray Farlow not fielding the grid. So a total of 9 cars fielding the grid here tonight for the Monday Night Mayhem Legends race. Still not able to get an interview with Michael Held. So we will have to press on without it, folks. But there you have it. There is your Legends feature race for the night. Coming up next, it's feature time here in Irwindale, week number 6 for the JSRL 360 Sprint Car Series, presented by Spike Chassis. 40 laps, 2 racers at the jugular. Who's going to win it? Will it be Palmore? Will it be Farlow? Or someone else? You'll have to stay tuned. Coming up next. Green flag flies and we are underway at Lanier National Speedway. And a nice little doozy into turn 3 as Farlow to the inside of Palmore. Palmore screams by that start-finish line. He's going to be credited with that first lap led to the outside, and he's got the momentum. Can he hold on to it? Side-by-side action into lap number 3. And again, Palmore just a nose over Ray Farlow. 2 laps led tonight. What a battle we have got back here for third. Bruce Jones still holding on to that third position slot. It's Dieball and Spittle back there eager to get around the 28 machine. Can they do it though? 10 laps remaining now here at Lanier. These guys are fighting for every inch out on this track, guys, gals alike. Cheryl Hill, who's been up in the top 5, currently running 7th. Restart box takes off, the green flag flies, and the white flag's in the air. And it's going to be a short John here for the 72 of Ray Farlow. Nobody's going to catch him. A half a second lead takes the checkered flag at Lanier National Speedway. What a battle for second as Bruce Jones held off Ben Dieball and Brad Spittle in 4th. Jim Fig rounding out the top 5. Here they come, the green flag flies, we're off to the race. JP, barely with a 1/10 of a second lead over the 72 of Farlow. Farlow trailing behind about a car and a half length. Behind Palmore into 3. Spittle back there in 3rd, looking on to the battle up front. Back in 4th, Corey Davis in a comfortable spot. Farlow playing the patience game here on lap number 12. Spittle not so patient, looks to the inside of Farlow. Off of turn 4 into the front stretch. Palmore extends his lead to 0.2 of a second. Jumping back into 5th, we see Bruce Jones trying to hold off Jim Vig. Don LeBayer back there in 7th. Single file action with the 17 of Vig looking to the inside now of Jones. And as they come to the checkered flag, pace car will bring them there. And they begin to take the Palmore's going to take his victory lap. Farlow's going to work the inside, but there he is, folks. Your winner here tonight, the 25 DeWalt car there of Joseph J.P. Palmore. A little bit of Hoosier there on the front, too. And nice little victory burnout.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
It's Monday night, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. I'm Dustin Caldwell, and we are about ready to go feature racing here at Irwindale Speedway. 40 laps of 360 sprint car action coming your way momentarily here for the JSRL 360 Sprint Car Series, powered by Spike Chassis. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know much about Spike Chassis, check them out on the web at spikechassis.com. As they manufacture championship-winning open-wheel midget and non-wing and wing sprint cars, they also offer a large inventory of open-wheel parts, race car setups, fabrication, and machine shop services for all your winning needs. Again, check them out on the web, spikechassis.com. If you'd like to know more about the league, league.jskins.com. And if you'd like to know more about us, forgebroadcasting.com. There is your links for tonight. And I tell you what, folks, week number 6 here in the JSRL 360 Sprint Car Series is heating up. This is going to be a week that defines the series. Ray Farlow coming into the week, 4 wins in a row. The only other driver to win in the series, Joseph J.P. Palmore, done it back in week number 1, back on December 12th at this very track. Can he get a victory here tonight, or Farlow, who's looked more solid than ever tonight than he has in the past, pick up victory number 5? And again, a top 5 rundown of your series points. Farlow leads by 35 points over Palmore. Bruce Jones back behind, just 7 points behind in third. It is Brad Spidle, Jim Vig, Dan Holmes, Ben Deball, Don LeBayer, Ron Quinzel, and Terry Dunnett, your top 10 coming into week number 6. Let's take a look at that race information here tonight. And I tell you what, surprise, surprise, no change. We've had a lot of racing here tonight. We've had a qualifying, 2 Legends races, a bunch of heat races, and a trophy dash. And I tell you what, not a drop in temperature. It's good to see it's not going the other way. But folks, 104 degrees, a defining moment here in Irwindale, especially for guys like Ray Farlow. We are about ready to go to the grid here tonight as the warm-up laps look to conclude momentarily. Race control getting on and letting them know that they are about to go racing for week number 6. However you're getting us out there tonight, whether it's through Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, iRacing Live, we do thank you for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. And again, I'm Dustin Caldwell. I'll be bringing this action to you. You get to listen to me, Jimmer and Jabber, as this feature event comes on. And folks, hopefully it is a great one here tonight for you. It looks like they have come to a close with the hot laps. Let's go down and take a look at the grid. On the grid, the number 72, the Sophia Satellite of Ray Farlow will be sitting on that pole position. Had a fast time, 16.246. Palmore, J.P. Palmore, the Buckeye Bullet, will be to the outside of row number 1. Bruce Moses Jones is going to have the captain himself to the outside, so they will round out that second row. Michael Held, newcomer here tonight in the top 5. Jason Steinhurst will be to the outside. Looking back in row number 4 to the inside, the number 12, the Nazareth Nightmare himself, Jason Brown, will have Brad Spidle to the outside. Philip Daniels Jr., Bruce Perry rounding out the top 10. Let's look on back further. We got Michael Jeans, newcomer as well, part of that Southeast Motorsports team. Ben Deball, Terry Dunnett, David Clark, Tyler Chuck, Darren Clark, a pair of brothers on the track for you, Dan Holmes, and Ron Quinzel, your 18-car field here at Irwindale. And they are amongst their first pace lap, ready to go racing, folks. The lights are off that Mustang iRacing pace car. This is the moment we've been waiting for all night. The battle between Farlow and Palmore. Here we go. Pace cars into the pits. They're in the first row, folks, as the sprint cars make their way into that fourth turn, ready to hit the front stretch. Flagman with the signal, ready to go. Are you ready? Here we go. Green flag flies. We're off to the race at Irwindale. first lap here tonight, complete, caution-free, side-by-side, beautiful battle up front between the powerhouses of the league. Palmore leads to the high side, the Sophia Satellite to the inside. Moses Jones and the captain battle for third. Crossing the start-finish line in the lead, he's got a car length lead over the Sophia Satellite. Palmore and the DeWalt trying to hold on to it down the backstretch. Into the third turn he goes. Farlow once again trying that inside move. It's banged him for the most part. Palmore finds the line on the high side, and he's off to the races again. Here comes Farlow. Farlow might have found the bite he was looking for. He loves those inside passes. He's going to try in turns 3 and 4. Can he catch the momentum? Not quite this time by, but he is working the Buckeye Bullet, who's to the high side now, side by side out of turn number 2 into the backstretch. 5 laps into it, folks, and we've got battles all across the field. Take a look at that field off of 4. And it is the Buckeye Bullet still leading. He has led from the green, but Ray Farlow putting the pressure on the inside, but it's going to be too much for him in the backstretch as the Sophia Satellite settles up in second position. My goodness, can I get another S in there, folks? Tell you what, though, back behind him, we've got a caution flag. First one coming out on the night. And it looks like the newcomer, Darren Clark, the number 20 machine, out of Huntersville, North Carolina, went for a spin in turn number 3. Let's dial back our replay camera and take a look. As we take it down closer, few of the new drivers trying to get a handle on these cars as we follow Clark into the backstretch. He's going to tag the wall, and ouch. A spin, a roll. He will come back down on all 4 right by the apron. And that's going to bring out your first caution flag here tonight at Irwindale. So with every caution coming out, folks, one thing you got to take into consideration, it's going to be pins and needles for Farlow. And I believe there's a little bit of a uncharacteristic mishap here with these sprint cars. They're going to get a lap back due to a little bit of lineup shift here with the pace car. So Palmore coming back around the track. Here's a look at your top 5. It is Palmore, Farlow, Jones, Vig, and Steinhurst. And again, tonight's race, the 360 Sprint Car Series, presented by Spike Chassis. Check them out on the web at spikechassis.com. One thing we forgot to mention, as I love to give shout-outs for all those involved, we got to give a shout-out to Ryan X9 of X9 Cameras, providing us with the great wall cams, the crank it up cams that you see out here. Always does an excellent job, and I believe we've got a pit road cam coming up and a victory lane cam here for Irwindale. So the next time we come back, we'll have a few new cameras for you. We'd love to be able to get you down trackside to catch the intensity of these machines as they make their way around, really showcasing the love that these drivers have of this sport. Lights off the pace car, and as always, folks, if you're a newcomer here to Sprint Car Racing, they do go back single file, no double file action. These cars are fast enough to where they could be right up with one another, so they do get a single file restart. Pace car heads into the pits. Here we go. It's time to get on your feet, ready to go back green on lap number 14. It is Joseph the Buckeye Bullet up front, gets on the throttle. There's the green flag. Back up to the high side we go, and what a gap between second and third. Tonight, the two powerhouses showcasing their talent here at Irwindale. Palmore has brought all he's got. Didn't get the fast time here tonight, but he is showing it in his race knowledge of this track. His racecraft proving to be true as he's now holding on to just about a 0.2 of a second lead over the Sophia Satellite. Farlow looking for victory number 5 here in the series. Trailing about 2 car lengths behind as they head into lap number 17. The battle up front, very, very intense. Farlow not able to get the inside bite that he has been looking for. And you can see the single file action pretty much in the field. Let's jump back to 9th position as we follow the Nazareth Nightmare and Speidel going at it. Speidel, the orange machine, back there behind that deep black number 12 of Jason Brown. Brown in 9th position. Back behind Speidel is Quinzel. Ron Quinzel has been known to be up in the top 5. Of course, the warmer temperatures here tonight really putting a hurt on everybody trying to get some extra grip. Comes down to how well you can ease this throttle around the track, and right now, the Buckeye Bullet able to do it as he comes off of turn number 2 into the backstretch towards that 3rd turn. We'll be in the back half of tonight's feature race this time by as he works his way in the front stretch. 20 laps to go here in week number 6 of the JSRL 360 Sprint Car Series presented by Spike Chassis. Into the 3rd turn, yet again, the DeWalt machine of the Buckeye Bullet. Slow car on the low side. I believe that is, it's not Tyler Chalk. I believe it's Darren Clark, who has now been down on pit road. Still trying to snag who that is. It's not Clark. I thought it was Clark. Might be the 08, and it is the 08 of Michael Jeans, newcomer to the series. Southeast Motorsports back there currently running in 16th position. Palmore has pulled away to almost a 0.4 of a second lead, folks. This is the race he needs to shut down the momentum of Ray Farlow, who has won the last 4 races. Into the backstretch yet again, he makes it look so easy. A very smooth run here for the Buckeye Bullet. The Sophia Satellite tracking down, actually following about 3 to 4/10 of a second behind him. Farlow just really looking a loose action as he came off of turn number 2. Moses Jones now into 3rd as he's fighting with the captain. That Advanced Auto Parts machine, the red machine, back behind Bruce Jones. Jim Vig, and we've got a car spun out in the front stretch. And I tell you what, folks, while we were looking at the other drivers, none other than Ray Farlow himself spun out. Oh my, we need to go back and take a look. Drama unfolding here at Irwindale. Let's see what happens to Farlow. One of the rarities you'll see, folks. Similar to a solar eclipse. Find any rare analogy you can. Ray Farlow spinning out is rare, and right there it is. Feast your eyes, folks, because that's probably a 1 in a million right there for that driver. He's going to fall back to 14th position out of that. Wow. A breath of fresh air for that guy right there. The Buckeye Bullet, number 25, Joseph Palmore. Farlow had been putting the pressure on him all night. And with 11 laps to go at the line, I think it's safe to say he could breathe easy as he's working his way towards a victory. It's not over yet. But folks, this is the victory. As he said, this is the victory he needs if he definitely wants to stop the Farlow train that's had the momentum for the last 4 races. It'll be under 10 laps when we get the green flag, folks. And again, week number 6 here in the JSRL 360 Sprint Car Series presented by Spike Chassis. As they cross the start-finish line, 10 laps to go. Looking at about 8 remaining when we get the green flag. We should see the one to go signal from the flag stand the next time by. We'll see what Moses Jones can do. Bruce Jones, the number 87 car, back there in second position. Jim Big, the captain, and Steinhurst. Michael Held rounding out the top 5. Let's show it to you right there. Here's your top 5. And the flag stand giving the one to go signal. Should see the lights come off the pace car this time by. 9 to go, it'll be 8 remaining when we get the green flag. And again, folks, tonight, sprint cars single file restarts, no double file action. 8 laps separate Palmore and Victory Lane. Can he do it, folks? Can he get there? As the pace car heads into the pits, Palmore's going to work that throttle through 4. Expect him to get on it. Here we go. Ready to go back to the race, and Palmore's on the throttle. Green flag flies. And we thought we had it, but they love messing with me. Yellow flag's going to come back out. Not quite sure why. We were ready to go back racing. I know I was ready back, but we'll see the pace car come back out. Little hiccup there with race control. Build up all that momentum only to see the yellow come flying right back out. I believe everybody wasn't bunched up there, or possibly I think he jumped the start. So that is going to shave some more laps off. Let's see what we got. Lights come off the pace car. It'll be 6 to go. The hype builds here in Irwindale. Week number 6. 6 laps remain for the 25 of Joseph Palmore. Can the Buckeye Bullet capture Victory Lane here tonight? Pace cars into the pits. Here we go. Ready to go back green. Palmore's on the gas again. Off of turn 4. Green flag flies. 6 laps to go. Taking a look up top, what a lead, almost 9/10 of a second over Moses Jones. Bruce Jones back in second, the Buckeye Bullet up front. Fires that car off of 4 as he's got 4 laps to go. He wants victory bad here tonight, but how about the captain? Looking to the outside of Bruce Jones, Jim Big. Little wiggle action out of turn number 2. He's about a car length behind Moses Jones off of 4. What a battle back here we've got. 4 cars going at it. They're working their way around the track. Brad Speidel among them. The Nazareth Nightmare to the inside. Bruce Perry, Michael Held, all of them going at it. 3 laps to go, now 2. The next time by, it's going to be the white flag for the Buckeye Bullet. Here we go, folks. J.P. Palmore, the victory he needs here tonight. Just 1 lap away. White flag in the air here at Irwindale. Closing in, though, is Bruce Moses Jones, the 87 car, in second position. Just 2 turns and a little bit of a front stretch. Here he comes. Your winner tonight, week number 6, the Buckeye Bullet, J.P. Palmore. Bruce Jones will come in second. The captain, Jim Big, third. Jason Steinhurst, Bruce Perry will round out your top 5 here tonight. And a little congratulatory tap there from Moses Jones to Palmore. And there's that DeWalt machine. Come down for a little bit of a Photoshop, and he'll make his way around the track. What a race here tonight. Let's bring up the race summary, folks. How about this? Right there it is. 40 laps complete. 2 cautions, no lead changes. The unfortunate event here tonight, Farlow, who brought out that second caution, spinning right there in the front stretch. As we bring the race results up on the screen, week number 6 results. Right there's your top 10 as we look to get some driver interviews for you. Going to be looked to joined now by the captain himself, driving the Advanced Auto Parts machine. Jim Vig joins us, third place finisher here tonight. It's your second time finishing third here tonight. Jim, tell us a little bit about this feature event here at Irwindale.
Yeah, I can get used to this third place stuff. I don't know if I'm fast enough for those really fast guys, but I'm getting better. Had a lot of fun tonight. Car was a little tight in the center, a little loose off. I just couldn't get by Bruce Jones there.
You guys had a nice little battle going at it. What complications did you run into trying to pass him?
Just the car was very tight in the center, loose off. I just didn't want to do anything stupid to try to make a move to pass him, and just tried to hold on to third.
Well, a heck of a job done here tonight. Is there any thanks or shout-outs you'd like to give for your third place finish?
Thanks to everybody at JSRL. Thanks to you for these wonderful broadcasts, and thanks to Spike Chassis.
All right. Well, congratulations again, Jim. We look forward to seeing you next week when we head into Five Flags.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be joined now. So you look to get him in here. Going to be joined now by Bruce Moses Jones, finishing second place here tonight. Hard-fought battle there with the captain. You held him off for that while, holding into third. And unfortunately, we see Ray Farlow spin out in the front stretch, a rarity that we see in this series, even from the driver, but it does show that he is human. You're able to hold on and pick up a runner-up slot here tonight. Bruce, tell us a little bit about your go here, the feature race at Irwindale.
Well, you know it's a tough track if Ray has trouble with it, and those guys up front they had everybody covered for sure.
Definitely the 104 degrees on the pavement at the start of this race not helping. Did you find that you had to make some kind of adjustment as it went on? Did you develop any type of push out of the car, or did it seem to work the way you wanted it to?
I was good for about 15 laps, and then by then I was out of brake bias adjustment, and I could do nothing but try to dive a little low and come off straight as you could so you didn't lose it off the corners.
Well, a heck of a job to fight through a tough track here tonight to pick up that runner-up slot. Is there any thanks or shout-outs you'd like to give?
You bet, Team Farlow and Dissolve Alloy. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you next week at Five Flags.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, folks, we're going to be joined now by tonight's winner. And it was a race that he needed to win. The Buckeye Bullet takes it from green to checkered. But it was no small feat as he had to fight off that 72 car who eventually spun out. And I tell you what, Joe, you gotta feel a sigh of relief. I know it's hard to say that, but to see a guy who's won the last 4 races come into tonight looking really solid, had faster than qualifying times during his heat races and in the trophy dash, really put some concern on you. But I believe he overdrove it a little bit off of 4, spun out in the front stretch. At that point in time, what was going through your mind?
Oh, a big sigh of relief, let me tell you. You've got Ray behind you. You know, Ray's so good that he forces you to run every lap perfect. You know, if you overdrive the corner, if you underdrive the corner, if you slip, if you bobble, he's going to be by you. And if you think it's hard trying to keep Ray behind you, try to pass him. It's almost impossible. So when he fell off the wayside, I had a big sigh of relief. Believe me, we really needed this race tonight, Dustin.
And definitely able to accomplish what needed to be done. The only other driver to win in the series. You now have 2 victories here in the 360 Sprint Car Series. A lot of work with the road ahead. Still a lot of racing to be done. Next week we roll into Five Flags. Tell us, what can we expect from that 25 car?
Well, me and Ray have had some really good battles at Five Flags. I'm assuming we're going to have another one next week.
Looking forward to that action. Do you have any thanks or shout-outs you'd like to give for your victory tonight at Irwindale?
Sure. J-Skins, Double Clutch Engage, Digital Forge Broadcasting. I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank DeWalt, Budweiser, and Spike Chassis.
Congratulations to you tonight, Joe. Definitely a lot of celebrating to be done there for the Palmore household. We look forward to seeing you next week at action at Five Flags.
Thank you.
And as always, folks, we can't go by the wayside without getting an interview with the Sophia Satellite himself tonight. Ray, another head-hanging night for you here at Irwindale, to say the least. You looked really solid. Definitely, if there was a night that we thought we was going to see the 72 machine in victory lane here at Irwindale, thought it was going to be tonight. Really solid. You got the pole. You picked up a victory in the heats. You picked up the trophy dash. You looked really solid coming tonight, running faster times than you qualified. So you definitely looked like you had something heading into this feature. Tell us what happened there in the front stretch.
Rookie mistake. I just got on the gas. I messed my corner up a little bit, and that threw me off, and I just got on the gas too hard trying to make up for it, and around it went. There wasn't no saving that.
Well, definitely a immortalizing moment for you here tonight. 4 straight wins in a row. Definitely will look to be at top of the series, but you now have a good fight here with the Buckeye Bullet heading into the weeks. Next week we go into Five Flags. Tell us, he said you guys had some great battles there. What are you expecting to do at that track?
Oh yeah, it'll be this. We'll have another good battle. I feel better about Five Flags than I did here. I just hate it for the team that we messed up. We at least could have had second tonight.
Well, like a solar eclipse, it happens every once in a while, and Ray, you're more or less likely to spin out than most drivers, but tough break to see you here tonight. We'll look forward to your recovery and look forward to the battle ahead next week at Five Flags.
Yeah, we'll be there. Thanks, Dustin.
Well, there you have it, folks. We have the results on the screen for you here tonight. Drama unfolding here in week number 6. Definitely want to make sure you mark this on your calendar going forward. It's going to be a lot of great racing. It's a 13-week season. We're in week number 6. You do the math. Still got plenty of racing coming your way. Let's look at the results here tonight for Irwindale. The Buckeye Bullet picks up the victory. Moses Jones will finish in second. The captain himself will finish third. Steinhurst and Perry rounding out your top 5. The curveball back there in 6th. Newcomer Michael Helt. Finishing in 7th, Brad Speidel. Ray Farlow, the Sophia Satellite points leader in the series, will finish 9th after the spin out. The Nazareth Nightmare rounding out the top 10 here tonight. Looking on back, Dan Holmes, David Clark, Terry Dunnett, Ron Quinzel, Michael Jeans, also a newcomer, Tyler Chalk, Philip Daniels, and newcomer Darren Clark will round out your field here tonight at Irwindale. As always, folks, got to give a special thanks and shout out to Spike Chassis for sponsoring the series. If you'd like to know more about them, they're on the web, spikechassis.com. They manufacture championship-winning open-wheel, midget, and non-wing and wing sprint cars. They offer a large inventory of open-wheel parts, race car setups, fabrication, and machine shop services for all your winning needs. Check them out on the web, spikechassis.com. If you'd like to know more about this sim racing league, J-Skins, find them on the web at league.jskins.com. We're on the web at forgebroadcasting.com. Coming up tomorrow night, the open wheel action continues as the Can-Am Series take to the track. Definitely want to tune in tomorrow at 9 o'clock to catch that action. But that is going to do it for us here tonight. Really hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I already got us. Whether it was on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, or iRacing Live, always pleasure to watch here on the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. I'm Dustin Caldwell saying thanks for tuning in, folks, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.